Without Mac McClung, what's left to save the 2026 NBA Slam Dunk Contest? At the 2025 All-Star Weekend in San Francisco, Mac McClung delivered a flawless performance, perfect scores on all 4 of his dunks across the preliminary and final rounds, completing an unprecedented three-peat. The 6'2" white guard has, over the past 3 years, almost single-handedly kept the dunk contest alive. In many ways, he's been the lone fig leaf of All-Star Saturday night. Now, with McClung announcing that he will not participate in the upcoming dunk contest, the question becomes unavoidable: has this event finally reached the end of the road? Long before McClung burst onto the scene, the dunk contest had already been struggling for years. After the legendary 2016 showdown between Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, the contest fell into a prolonged slump. Star players began opting out, wary of injury risks. Year after year, the participant list was filled with anonymous rookies and role players. The dunks themselves became increasingly dependent on props and forced gimmicks. Creativity dried up. The spectacle became hollow. The 2022 dunk contest is widely regarded as one of the worst in NBA history. As part of the league's 75th anniversary celebration, not a single one of the 12 attempts earned a perfect score. Cole Anthony showed up wearing oversized yellow boots and repeatedly failed his dunks, testing the audience's patience to its breaking point. Fans were practically begging for the ordeal to end. Jalen Green entered as a heavy favorite but turned the night into an awkward spectacle, missing multiple attempts before settling for a watered-down finish. Obi Toppin ultimately won the contest, less by dominance than by default. In 2023, McClung was invited as a G League player, and everything changed. He vaulted over a human ladder for a two-handed reverse off the backboard, twisted midair as if defying gravity, and earned 3 perfect scores on 4 dunks, capturing the title. From there, it snowballed. In 2024, he defended his crown by beating out Jaylen Brown. In 2025, in the Bay Area, he claimed a 3rd straight title with little suspense. One major reason the dunk contest has become less appealing is its lack of genuine creativity, and its obsession with props. On one hand, it's understandable, props can help showcase imagination and originality. On the other, players often overinvest in elaborate setups, only to deliver underwhelming dunks, letting the prop overshadow the dunk itself. In 2011, Blake Griffin jumping over a car felt fresh and unforgettable. Since then, props have become increasingly bizarre and rarely effective. Even someone as great as Aaron Gordon couldn't make a drone work. And Jalen Green wearing an NFT around his neck only made things worse. Among all props, people are used the most. At this point, no one can count how many times we've seen someone jump over another person. The more it's used, the less creative it becomes. Sometimes, being more authentic is better. Some of the greatest dunks in history required no props at all, just the player and his raw athleticism. The NBA has never lacked players who can dunk. What it lacks are stars willing to dunk on this stage. The dunk contest's decline is closely tied to star players refusing to participate. Kevin Durant once openly complained about this. He said the dunk contest and the three-point contest were his favorite parts of All-Star Weekend, and that the dunk contest needs stars like Zion Williamson and Ja Morant to return. When Durant was growing up, the dunk contest regularly featured star players. The best athletes, the players kids idolized, were all part of it. Despite those sentiments, and despite what fans want, today's stars simply aren't interested. There's injury risk, for one. Many prefer the skills challenge or the three-point contest instead. In the three-point contest, you'll see all-stars like Damian Lillard and Jason Tatum. In the dunk contest, marquee names are almost non-existent. Some stars also don't want to be boxed into the label of just a dunker. Over the past 20 years, the NBA dunk contest has played out like a movie with a strong opening and a weak ending. the early chapters were filled with historic highs. The later acts sank into boredom and controversy. From Vince Carter's iconic dunk, to LaVine vs. Gordon, to Dwayne Wade's infamous 9, and finally to McClung's solo act. McClung's emergence broke the awkward cycle of inexperienced players trading mediocre dunks. Now that he has announced he won't be back for 2026, the question lingers once again. Is the NBA Slam Dunk Contest finally at the end of its run?